Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Madhukumar. Today I have an amazing book to review. Before I reveal the book to all of you, let's hear to an audio which is very famous.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
I'm sure you all might have guessed what the speech about. It's a speech made by our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, on the midnight of August 15, 1947, when India got independence. India has made a lot of progress since the time it got, independence in terms of technology, innovations, agriculture, increasing public health facility, curbing poverty, maintaining good relationship with other countries, etc. But do we know about environmental history of independent India since the time it got its independence till today? What has happened with respect to environment of India? So to get to know about that, you need to read this beautiful book. Let me reveal the book to all of you. It is Unearthed by Gupta. It's called Unearthed, an environmental history of independent India. It's a book meant for young readers, that means for children, but it's applicable to everyone, anyone who wants to know about environmental history of independent India. So definitely it's a beautiful book. Before we dwell into what is there in this book, the content of this book, let me ask a few questions to all of you. Do you guys know what is white revolution in India? How about green revolution? And what's happening in Delhi? Why is it so polluted? And what's happening to one of the seven wonders of the world, Taj Mahal? Why is it turning from white to yellow? What happened in Bhopal? What is Bhopal tragedy? Why so many people died? And what is the impact of the energy that we are generating from coal on environment? And what is the population of tigers in India? And one interesting point. Do you guys know tiger is not the national animal of India alone, but it is also national animal of many other countries like Bangladesh, Myanmar, Vietnam, Malaysia, and South Korea. So answers to all the questions that I just asked are present in this beautiful book, Unearthed, an environmental history of independent India. This is not like one of those geography books that we studied in 8th, ninth, 10th. Some of the concepts which are there here are the same thing that we studied, but the way it is presented in very simple way, and in terms of stories, so that is the unique thing about this book. So Megha Gupta has done wonderful job with respect to that. And when you start reading this book, you will be on a journey from August 15, 1947 till date. Everything that has happened with respect to environment of India is what you'll get to know when you read this book. So you will get to know about white revolution, the impact of white revolution on environment, green revolution in India, and what has happened in Bhopal tragedy, what is happening in Delhi, why is it so polluted, and how we are managing the waste that is generated in independent India. Are we effectively managing the waste? Are we recycling them? They talk a little bit about the circular economy, and India's made great strides in space technology. Recently, Chandrayaan 3 was successful, but at the same time, not just India but also other countries generating a lot of space waste. So this book also talks about space waste as well. And another important thing is tigers. We don't know a lot about tigers population in India. It is very less in number. I got to know about that only when I read this book. It is just around 2,967 tigers according to 2018 census. That is all just 3,000 tigers around. And so they talk about deforestation, very famous Chipko movement, and many more concepts. Not really concepts, but the stories, around environment of independent India. And you'll also get to know about great personalities who have contributed significantly to save the environment of India that we experience today. Since this book is meant for young readers, but it's applicable for anyone who wants to understand environmental history of independent India. So it's not English heavy, so you don't feel that load. It's flawless. It's easy to read. You can read it in one sit. But I took almost 2 weeks to read this book because I was just taking one topic at a time, like let's say white revolution. So I was reading about it, and then also I was watching some YouTube videos, and then maybe reading other articles just to understand what exactly is white revolution or green revolution. So it's a really good book, and if you are appearing for some interviews where they would test your general knowledge, it's a good book. If you would have read this book, you would be having some idea about environmental history of independent India, all the policies around protecting environment that government of India has taken. Yeah, that's pretty much about this book. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks for all the support.